Champon, and she's 12 years old. She knows what she wants to do in life, which is become a trial lawyer, and she's going to give us a speech about gender inequality.
I am not free while any woman is unfree, even when her shackles are very different from my own. Feminism, gender equality, words that many of us are not familiar with, although they convey much importance. In this quote, what the word was trying to impress on us is that in society, women are always considered lower than men. Let's take a look at a few countries around the world. India. Women here are despised and raped, causing immoral acts such as killing girls before they are born to be quite common. So leaving baby girls in orphanages, simply because of their gender. Women and girls are also strictly forbidden and strongly discouraged from receiving any form of education. Let's move on to China. In China, violence against women and girls, discrimination in education in the workforce, and a preference for male children are normal. These same factors cause women's suicide rates 3 times higher than men. Now, Laos. In Laos, women are supposedly equal to men under the law. However, if that was the case, they would have many more representatives in high-level positions and would receive the same amount of money in work as men do. Even in religion, sexism can be found. In Buddhism, women generally cannot be monks. And finally, America. No matter how many people believe that there is no such thing as the wage gap, they are wrong. A woman in America makes 73 cents to a man's dollar. That's a 27-cent difference. Now you all might be thinking, 27 cents? You know, that's not much. But statistics prove that over time, 27 cents starts to build up into a lot. At age 60 to 65, a woman would be making $50,000 at a job, and a man would be making $75,000 at the same job. That's a $25,000 difference. Why exactly should a woman be paid less when they're doing the exact same amount of work as a man is? Now we've only taken a look at 4 countries, and the answer is profoundly clear. Men everywhere are considered superior to women. Gender inequality, although people don't realize it, is a problem that everyone in the world faces. In several countries, women are forbidden to drive. Additionally, their husbands can prevent them from leaving the country. In many countries, young women are forced into arranged marriages, and those women who do not comply are killed. Men in the Middle East, because they're viewed as superior, are allowed to divorce their wives. However, the wives cannot file a divorce unless an eyewitness is willing to testify. In many countries, women are not allowed to fight in the army. But there are a few countries that do allow women to fight. And among those few, there are some, like UK and Turkey, that don't allow the women to serve in the frontline combat. And rape. Unequal legal rights cause rape towards women to be extremely frequent. Rape happens to everyone, and men are victims too. But women are much more prone to this violence. In places like India, where their laws rule that rape laws don't apply to married couples, spousal rape is common sight. And many of you are Laotian-American women. You face struggles of discrimination in the workforce. Now, we've only taken a look at some of the smaller issues of much worse problems in the world having to do with gender inequality. But once again, the answer shines through. These problems need to be stopped. In the Pledge of Allegiance, it states, "With liberty and justice for all." Justice for all. We all believe that since slavery has been abolished and that women can now vote, there is justice for all. However, that's not completely true. If there were justice for all, why exactly is there the wage gap? If there were justice for all, why are women discriminated? If there was justice for all, why do all these problems having to do with gender inequality even exist? There is no justice for all yet. No matter how many times we say this pledge daily, the word do. People, man or woman, need to speak up about gender inequality. We need to prove that we can put aside our differences and come together to show that a woman is equal to a man in every possible way. Only then will true justice and true equality finally become a reality. As Emma Watson once said in her speech about feminism and gender equality, if not me, then who? If not you, then who? Who is going to stand up for gender equality and feminism? Who is going to stand up for women? Now, I know that many of you have a lot of things on your plate. You don't really have that much time in your daily lives. We're all busy. So how exactly could you contribute? For all the parents, raise your children in an environment that promotes gender equality and discourages gender inequality. Teach them about the values of gender equality and feminism, and teach them about how they can help the world solve the problems of gender inequality. And for the rest of you, treat the person of the opposite sex equally. Attend feminist rallies, listen to gender equality speeches. Any little act that you do counts. I am not free, while any woman is unfree, even when her shackles are very different from my own. What Audre Lorde was trying to convey in this message to society is that no one, man or woman, is free until every single person in the world is free of their shackles that we call gender inequality. But you can help free the oppressed. Share the values of feminism. Share the values of gender equality so that hopefully one day a woman will finally be equal to a man in every possible way.
Thank you. Before we start on the panel, we have a guest speaker.